when you guys rehearse
Yes.
it, when you rehearse it together, I only want you to rehearse it committing maybe 60 to 70%. Okay, I don't want you to go all out in your rehearsal. Okay, I want you to actually save that for me, because it's very possible that you had this great rehearsal, and whether you're aware of it or not, you might have been trying to duplicate what you did. Not intentionally, but it may be that you weren't really in it because you had a great rehearsal, and sometimes you'll have a tendency to sort of copy what you did. And I'm not saying you planned it that way, but it's possible that you were trying to duplicate a past performance. So if you remove that option, so when you guys are doing it together, you're going to go ahead and kind of run it, but you're going to not fully run it. Like you're just holding back a little bit. You're going to just kind of, you're going to walk it through and you're going to say your lines to each other, but I don't want you to do it with full conviction the way that you would do it for me. And let's see what happens if you do that this time. If it has a certain fresh quality next week, if you don't do that, because it may, yeah. So I think that could solve the problem. Jared, on your end, I was having a hard time believing. I mean, you look kind of nervous, but you look happy. So you have this tricky situation because you're really excited and happy to be representing her. But at the same token, she can go to prison for life. And she also shot her husband. So you have to deal with that too. So you can have that sense of, I'm excited to represent her. I'm proud to be here. I'm her knight in shining armor, that quality. But at the same token, if you just look like glorified and really like you're on a happy date, I'm concerned about how invested are you? Like how worried are you?
Apparently not worried enough.
Well, you tell me. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying about sort of how?
Yeah. I'm not fully processing the ramifications of what her consequences are for shooting her husband.
So why did you do that? Because you guys did the other part of the scene really good before. So is it that you haven't flushed it out for yourself as far as what's happened leading up to this moment, or what is it?
I wish I had an answer.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys, do you remember when you guys did the first half of the scene? Do you remember how good that was, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what you had to do to get into that state of mind to start the scene?
Yes.
Did you have to do like a bunch of
chocolate?
A bunch of chocolate? And did you have to do like a bunch of breathing? And did you sort of have to remind yourself to be charged of where you're coming from, what's just happened, getting yourself sort of building the stakes up high enough so that, we believe what's happened has happened? Did you do that last time?
Yes.
Yeah.
My guess would be maybe you didn't do it this time before you started.
This is where I messed up. I did it before I got on to the Zoom class. I was doing all that, and maybe I should have waited until just before.
Who really knows? All I can tell you is that if something's working, don't mess with it. And if it worked that time, I mean, I would say duplicate. We can't duplicate the performance. We can only duplicate the prep. So duplicate the preparation. You know what's going to bring out your best work. You know what I'm going to tell you before. You already know what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say to you, Zakia, I need to get a feeling that you almost got hit by a car. How many times have I said that? That's that quality of almost getting into a car accident. Yeah. Many, like you stepped off onto a street and a car whizzed by you and brushed up against your arm and almost took your arm off. That feeling is the one I need from the beginning of this scene. So that when you're talking and you're going, oh, Zachary, blah, 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 you can go ahead and give me everything that you gave me, but you got to remember that what you're giving me is a way of coping with the stress. It's the way you deal. It's through, I'm freaking out, so I got to calm myself down by trying to make light of it, or by coming down on him, on Zachary, or, saying, well, I got myself an attorney, all those things that you're doing to sort of calm your nerves. But if you are so successful at it, then there's no conflict. because I want to be feeling like you're going to have a heart attack, Zakia. You're going to have a heart attack because of what's happened. It's like I took you and I threw you in the ocean and you don't know how to swim and you're trying to keep your head above the water. Okay, that's the feeling that I need from you. That you, even if you're laughing, it's like ha ha ha, but you're just you have a mania about you on the inside. Like we need you in a padded room at a mental hospital. That's what's going on the inside. Not that you literally need to be taken there, but you have that mask that's coping